Tanzanite. First of all, a weekly deal drop. So every Monday at midnight, we drop 7 of the biggest deals of the week on HSN. They land on hsn.com every Monday and they run for a week. This deal drop is going to last basically a day. This is the final airing already of my deal drop. It's gorgeous. It's genuine Tanzanite, 585 million years old, 1,000 times more rare than a diamond. Less than a 1 million to 1 chance it'll ever be mined anywhere else in the world. Tiffany dubbed it the most beautiful blue stone ever discovered in over 2,000 years. I mean, I could tell you so much history about this stone. It is fascinating. So what we're doing today, and this is exciting because first of all, this ring anywhere else, it's over 5 carats. It's approximately 5.5 carats of genuine, gorgeous, sparkling, triple A, excuse me, triple A quality Tanzanite. Choice number 1. Choice number 2, that's a 5-row. It looks like I've stacked 5 bands. It's a 5 stack, but it's a 5-row design. This is a 3-row design. This is 3 carats. Looks like I've stacked 3 bands together. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll just show you one at a time. Absolutely gorgeous on the finger. Sits close to the hand, doesn't get in the way, easy to wear. It's a knockout. 5.5 carats, what are we thinking here? $250? $199? No. This is what makes it exciting. If you are looking for a gorgeous ring and you don't want to have to break the bank to do it, $99. $99. I sat at the Tucson Gem Show, I sat with our vendor who did this ring for us. We talked a lot about upgrading the quality of our Tanzanite. And I said, could we go to a triple A quality? And we sat there, he laid them all out in front of me because Tanzanite's graded. There's, you know, 1A, 2A, 3A, it goes all the way up to SD quality. It goes from a very, very light, like a lilac-y purple, all the way up to almost a too dark color, where it gets way too dark. But the point here is that this is that gorgeous blue-violet, violet blue, that medium blue, full of sparkle, full of life. And for $99, ladies, come in. If I'm background noise, you have to come over and see this. For all the husbands out there, get your girl a new ring today. She'll love it. For anybody looking for, again, a beautiful ring that will be fun to wear, that has so much history. I can tell you all about the history of Tanzanite. It's my favorite colored gemstone. And I am not alone. Since Tanzanite was discovered in 1967, they call it a 1-generation stone because it is estimated that it will be mined out in 1 generation. So it's a 1-generation gemstone, and no stone has taken off in the level of popularity worldwide the Tanzanite has in the history of jewelry, in the history of gemstones. That's why they made it a birthstone. They don't just make stones a birthstone, but it was so hot and so popular when it took off, it became the hottest and continues to be one of the most sought after colored gems in the world. And today to get 5.5 carats, and I'm gonna find out what's left. Rick's gonna share with me what's left in the 5.5 carat versus a 3 carat. You do a 3-row, you do the 5-row. That's completely up to you. If you like a little bit, okay, if you, we're into the hundreds here on both of these left. I don't have thousands of this to go around. Over 1,600 have been spoken for. It is spectacular. It's a spectacular value. I love it. I love the way it looks on the hand. I like that it's exciting. I love that it's Tanzanite. Tanzanite has so many unique properties and characteristics that no other stone has. That's what makes it so special. When it was discovered in 1967, it was discovered by sheep herders. They were walking the Merlani Hills, which is at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro. They were walking along, you know, minding their own business, and they saw these beautiful blue glowing crystals. And lo and behold, it turned out to be Tanzanite. They thought it was sapphire, but it wasn't sapphire. Lo and behold, they had to test it, and it was this rare form of zoisite, the mineral zoisite. But zoisite had never achieved this color before. It's so different. It's unlike anything else. And that's why this one particular deposit in this one teeny little part of the world is where you can get this stone. Almost 1,800 gone. The majority of these are spoken for with everybody ordering. I still have your size. We have a few hundred in the 3-row, and I'm down, I think, into the hundreds now in the 5-row. So either way, whichever one you'd like us to send you, I would encourage you. We have a 4 flex pay option here, which means $20 for the 3-row, $25, we send you a 5.5 carat gorgeous Tanzanite, AAA Tanzanite ring. $25, it's on your finger. And you get to see it and experience it for yourself. And that's why when it was originally discovered, Tiffany, they were the first ones to get their hands on it. And they marketed it. You could only buy it at Tiffany. For years, you could only buy it at Tiffany & Company. And it became, again, one of the most elite sought after gems in the world. The problem with Tanzanite is as the years have progressed here, and you've heard me talk a lot about this, the mining that takes place in Tanzania is minimal. Minimal. The big mining companies, Tanzanite One, that's where we used to source all of our Tanzanite, they're out of there. They aren't doing any mining there at all whatsoever. So there's small little bits of mining going on, but not a lot, nothing significant at all. Which is why if we did not work with prime source vendors who own this material, have this material, we would not be able to do what we do today. And that's why I encourage everybody, if you are looking for a way to own Tanzanite, the real thing, the genuine article. Here, look at the 3-row. Here, I want to show the 3-row for a minute on you, Orshi, because the 3-row is not little. It's still substantial, right?
Absolutely, it's definitely, because I've had at this point both of them on, and I thought, oh yeah, the 3-row is gonna be a lot smaller. It's not. And this blue, how often do you see this blue? I can't stop staring at it. It really makes me smile. And it's just such a beautiful, peaceful blue. It's those violets, those purples are coming through. And I bet this looks just absolutely stunning in the sunlight.
It really does. Almost 2,000 rings have now been spoken for. If you can use express ordering, that will be the quickest way to get through. I can't wait for you to get home and try it for yourself. If you happen, I was thinking about, anybody born in December. First of all, you're so lucky. You have amazing birthstones, right? Because you have Tanzanite, you have turquoise, you have blue topaz, you have beautiful blues for your birthstone. If you are a December girl, we're not gonna have this in December. We have it today, and this is it. I believe this is the only scheduled airing for the rest of the deal drop, for the rest of the entire week. This is it. You can see over 2,000 gone. We don't bring in 5,000 of this. We don't bring in thousands and thousands. We did bring in a couple thousand, but it's something that we don't bring in, as I said, 5,000 rings. So we have, the majority of them are gone. So I would love to get it on your finger for you. If you don't love it, you may return it. I think you will absolutely love it. It's special. It's a standout. I think it's a knockout. So when we went to work on this ring, and I really wanted the quality of the Tanzanite up to that AAA, and I knew the price was going to go up. I knew that. But I thought, if you want that beautiful medium blue, you want that little bit richer, deeper color, it's gonna be a little more expensive. So when this comes in and I saw the sample and I flipped out, I said, okay, that is gorgeous. I love this ring. Didn't know what the price was going to be. That's not my job. I don't work on pricing at all. We just work on curating beautiful styles and designs. So when I saw $99, I'm thinking that's insane. I still can't believe we can sell that ring for $99. Now, I'm not taking anything away from the 3-row. The 3-row is beautiful. The 3-row is 3 carats. For an extra $20, you're getting another 2.5 carats of Tanzanite. For $20, you get an extra 2.5 carats of Tanzanite. That is shocking. That should not be $99. This is amazing at $79. This really, HSN pricing should be up in that $150 range, honestly. I mean, I look at a comparable price of $180. I think, where would you buy that? So that's why I love showing it to you. I'm excited about it because you're getting something that I think you will love having on your hand. You won't be able to take your eyes off it. Women who know jewelry will spot your Tanzanite immediately. I mean, just from a distance. It's like, this is not an insignificant ring. A $100 bill gets you a lot. $25 today, you'll be wearing it. $25 will get it on your hand for you. And you can see, I mean, I have a larger hand. This is I wear a 7.5 or 8 on my ring finger, and it is a substantial, beautiful ring. I like that it sits low. It doesn't get in the way. Loads of sparkle. I love they use black rhodium prongs. It's very rich. It's deep. It's exciting. It's a fabulous ring. And you can see with 2,200 gone, again, Express is the way to get in here. Would love to get it on your finger for you so you can be experiencing it for yourself. Okay, size 5 getting limited in both choices. Last call soon on size 11. Last call soon on size 12. It would be beautiful on any finger, by the way, middle finger, pointer finger, pinky finger, however you want to wear it. If you're first time Tanzanite customer, I would love for you to start here. If you already love Tanzanite, but you want something that has a little more wow factor, go for that 5.5 carat. You'll be so glad you did. If you are looking for something that's not quite as wide, I'll find my trusty ruler here in a minute. I'll measure it for you because this is substantial. This one comes in at a 1/2 inch or a little over a 1/2 inch. This comes in at a little over 3/8 of an inch. Maybe there is a ruler floating around here. I'll find a ruler and I'll hold a ruler next to it so you can see it. But it's just great. And Inger, did you move it to your point? You did. Let's show it on Inger's. There's the 3-row one more time. Love that on Orshi. And then Inger has on the 5-row. But see what I mean? You might want to order it for an alternative finger because it's so substantial, right?
It is. It's substantial. It's radiant, rare. And I even took my sleeve and brushed over it and nothing happened. It didn't snag my top. I love the clarity of it. It's outstanding. What I love about it is a good investment because you said like the next generation is not going to be able to have this. So what a good investment to keep and treasure for the next generation too.
Exactly. That's it. If you have a daughter, I always say that if you have a granddaughter or a daughter who's born in December and she's little, get this for her now because by the time she's old enough to buy herself a birthstone ring, it will not be, she'll be having to spend an arm and a leg for it, right? Because again, it's not going to be coming out of the ground. And that's the whole bottom line about it. I'm going to hold the ruler next to it so you can see this one. 2,300 and counting. They're going, guys. This is it. Final presentation, final full scheduled airing of this. So there you can see it's a little over a 1/2 inch. That's the wider ring. That's the 5-row. And then if you're doing the 3-row, we are looking at what here? A little over 3/8 of an inch. So either way, about 3/8 or so. So 3/8 here and a little over a 1/2 inch on the wider one. So it's definitely a statement either way. Even if you do the whichever one you do, I think you will love it. 11 and 12 getting limited, size 5 getting limited. Look at all of that sparkle go. Have you ever? Tanzanite is a stone that has a very unique characteristic called trichroism. Trichroism is basically, it's tricolor. So in certain light, it's going to look bluer. Some light is going to look more purple. Some light, you're going to see flashes of almost like burgundies or like reds, gold, burgundy colors. So it's an interesting, fascinating stone because it does pick up different color depending on the type of light you're in. So if you're in incandescent light versus fluorescent light versus bright sunlight, the color of the stones are going to change slightly and you will see flashes of different color coming from your Tanzanite. So it's a highly entertaining stone to have on your hand because you glance down, you never tire of wearing it. It's so much fun to look at. I'm impressed with the uniformity of the stones because when you have a ring like this, it's row upon row upon row of Tanzanite. Not only do they have to color sort to really get those colors right? I mean, they have to really get those colors to match up, but also they all have to fall within that same AAA range. So you do get, I mean, look at how beautiful that is. It's just such a fun piece of jewelry to have on your finger. So whether you love the big one, I'm having to pull out a little bit, show you the scale one more time. So that's the 5-row, and then I'll put on the 3-row, because even the 3-row, I mean, I have a larger hand, it's substantial. I mean, it still shows up. Look at how beautiful that is. So that's the smaller ring, and there's nothing really small about it. They both look expensive. They both look like investment pieces, and I'm thrilled. Okay, if you want the 3-row, with everybody ordering, I have a few more than 300, that's it. You can see, closing in on close to 2,500 gone, 300 or so people can own the 3-row before it's gone completely. We did bring in the most in the 5-row, which I encouraged them to do that because I said, how on earth? I mean, if you're gonna choose this, and I know you pay $20 more for the 5-row, it's still crazy at $99. Can't believe that our buyers are the best. They are great negotiators. Again, I sat and worked with this vendor. They are a prime source vendor, which means prime source means they do it all. They source the stones, they cut the stones, they set the stones, they have an in-house design team, nothing sourced out. They do it all in-house. They do it all right there. And so because of that, they are able to consolidate. They don't have to pass on to the next person to do what they're supposed to do. They do it all. They source and do everything in-house. And that's one of the big reasons when you work with big vendors like that, we're able to do things like this. And they don't just make jewelry for HSN. They make jewelry for the finest jewelry stores in the world. So they just do special things for us because we're able to sell in one, this is only the second airing. So in 2 airings, we're gonna sell we'll sell the rings out pretty much. So you can see 2,500 gone, and you get to own this elite, beautiful gemstone, discovered in 1967. It's a baby in the gem world. When you think about emeralds, rubies, sapphires have been around for thousands of years, right? And then voila, this shows up. It's been around for a very short amount of time, right? 67, looking at 30, a little over 50 years, not even 60 years old. And look at the history it's made for itself, how beloved it is worldwide. Every major Italian, French, think of the finest jewelers in the world, they all want Tanzanite. Everybody wants it in their arsenal and their collection because women request it. Men and women alike love it and respond to the beauty of the stone, the color of the stone, the sparkle. Look at the sparkle coming off these stones. It's really quite amazing. So ladies, yours is waiting here for you. I hope you're able to get one. So when is the first time, Orsh, you ever saw Tanzanite? Do you remember the first time you saw it?
It might have been here.
Yeah.
Yes, it's really rare, and again, like you said, it's a baby in the gemstone world. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it because how could you not? And when my friends ask me, Orshi, why do you love gemstones? What is it about them? I feel like for me, gemstones are like a celebration of Mother Nature because they come from Mother Nature, they're natural, and there's just so much beauty. We're so lucky to have a piece of Mother Nature and wearing it on ourselves. And the metaphysical values are just the cherry on top.
Yeah, you're right. If you have a minute, go Google properties of Tanzanite, and you will be amazed. They call it the stone of transformation. They call it a healing stone. Read about Tanzanite. It'll make you love wearing it that much more when you have it on and you read all the beautiful properties attached to this gorgeous gemstone. By the way, I just want to show you, we do have the matching bracelet that's coming up right around the corner. Your ring is waiting for you. Almost 2,600 gone, girls. This is it. It's a one and done. This is supposed to last a week. It will not be here all week. I can guarantee you that. So if you'd like to own it, it's 091-276. If you're just stopping by, thank you for finding us. This is called a weekly deal drop. It dropped on Monday, midnight Monday. This is the first airing today, and you can see nobody can believe the value. It's so exciting. I've always loved Tanzanite. The minute I laid eyes on it, I've fallen in love with it. I love the blues anyway, but there's something so special and unique about Tanzanite. The story is fascinating. It's a great conversation piece. I always say I love bonding. I can't tell you how many times I've been somewhere and I bond with another girl, another woman talking about jewelry. It's my favorite thing. Like, we all do that, right? It's like, oh, I love your ring. Oh, what's that necklace? And then we just start gabbing, right? It's the easiest way for women to bond, I think, is to talk about beautiful things we love. It might be an outfit. It might be something you're wearing, a gorgeous piece of jewelry. But there's a real kindred spirit to those of us who love gemstones. Because yes, we love sparkle. Yes, we love to wear pretty things. But there's more than that. You love history. You love this planet. You love nature, right? You love travel. I mean, there's so much about gemstones that is way beyond just the pretty of it. And it is pretty. We get to wear our collectible, but there is a connection that we all have, those of us that really have a love for gems that goes way beyond just getting to own something that's pretty. And Tanzanite really does have a very special and unique story. And that's why I think is a must-have for a jewelry lover and jewelry collector's wardrobe. What's special about this is the magnitude of the ring, the carat weight, the color of the stones, the actual classy design. You know, stacking jewelry in general is everything. Stacking bracelets, layering necklaces. This looks like you've stacked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bands. Looks like you've stacked a bunch of rings together, so you have that stacked design that we love. And again, it never goes out of fashion. Right? A beautiful stacked band like this is something that just will always look great, no matter what. And you'll wear it, you know, that's, I think, one of the reasons I love Tanzanite, and I think a lot of us love our blues. Ingrid's in jeans over there. I love to wear denim. I love to wear jeans. So it's just an easy stone to wear because it looks good with everything. It's blue, right? You think of the sea and the sky. I mean, nature, we're surrounded by beautiful blues everywhere, and that's what you have on your hand when you glance down every day. And it takes you to the far-off exotic place in the world, Tanzania, Africa, this little tiny spot of the world where they still mine this absolutely spectacular stone. And today, I hope you're able to get yours before they are completely spoken for. Rick, you told me about 300 left only now in the 3-row. If you like the 3-row, 300 people or so, probably less than that now. And if you want the 5-row, same thing, we're into the hundreds. So I'm gonna keep my eye on that for you. This is our last presentation, pretty much. It's not scheduled to air again. So if you're thinking about ordering it, I'd love to get it on your finger for you. Thank you so much for your calls. Now, I do have a bracelet. I happen to own this bracelet. I adore this bracelet. It is absolutely beautiful. It's classy. It's a line bracelet.